pretty.
It's like a slice of butter.
Yeah, it cuts. Yeah, it's like a slice of butter. I'm ashamed of that. Come here the other day when it was dark. I left the other day. It's literally dark outside. I hate it walking away with it all gummed up like that. Tells you I cut a lot though. So that one, I tightened that up the other day. It's staying pretty tight. Might need tightening one more time. Getting close. Let me go get my crescent wrench and I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this up. This belt I should be able to tighten it one more time, and that would be all the break-in it needs, because it's running a lot and it's just got just a little bit of play now. So one more tightening, I think we'll be able to run for several months. So this is why we got to get that gravel moved back here. So the ground is frozen and the top maybe 1 inch, maybe 1.5 inches is thawed up, and you couldn't. It's like having grease smeared on a piece of metal. And just walking back here is really dangerous. Really dangerous. And look, I did bring the right tools. I brought my blower this time. I keep forgetting that stuff, but now we moved it over to the little shop, so here we go. Woo! All right, so this is tightened up now. We shouldn't have any issues with this. This has been the bane of my existence because I was trying to run diesel with it, and it keeps breaking these belts down. I've tried through 2 or 3 different brands, and none of them will hold up to the diesel. Anyway, so this is good and tight. Blade's good and tight. This is a 10-degree Cook's blade, and I've got a bunch of the 7-degree turbo, I think they're silver tip turbo 7s, and we're going to really give them a run for their money. But this one's still pretty sharp, and there's a lot of mud in the bark on this one, so I really don't want to put a brand new blade on it and go through that. Once we get our well dug, I will probably just take the tractor, pick these up, wash them, maybe even have a pressure wash station and pressure wash these off before you bring them back. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. That's a lot of work for I don't know how much benefit. What do you think? That's grease, but I do need to bring the grease gun back down and hit that again. It's got a couple of grease fittings on this thing. You need to hit every once in a while. Okay, let's look at this log real quick. So this dude is, let's see, on this end is 15 3/4 inch. On this end, I believe it's going to be, well, 16. So I got my big end down here. When I was driving it with a tractor, it was so little taper, I couldn't tell which end was which. So this dude is roughly 10 foot 4 inches long. And again, this is red oak. And I got an order. This is going to be I need to get one 6x6 out of this. And the reason I need to get a 6x6 out of this is for Hank from Hamiltonville Farm, a YouTube channel, another YouTube channel friend. He ordered these from us. He asked if we would cut him something special because he's got a big project coming up and he needed 6x6 oak, and so these will be nominal 5.5 inch by 5.5 inch. So less jawing, more sawing. Some people put like transmission fluid on these, and I just find that from this particular mill makes it stick worse. So I'll just scrape it off every once in a while. I got a nice putty knife that really does a good job. Can't find it. Tanya stole it probably.
I did not.
This side, for some reason.
Just because I'm very unorganized doesn't mean I always take stuff.
Listen, I resemble that remark.
No, it's true.
Huh?
You'd be lost without me. You can find nothing.
Yeah, because you weren't always hiding it from me. So
Nope.
You're always hiding it from me. All right, let's get this thing started up and let it warm up because it's cold out here.
Let it warm up.
Let it warm up. Little choke. Fuel's on. Now choke is off. We'll let it warm up and get to this. I mean, it is pretty much absolutely dead center. Whole different saw, ain't it? This should be about a 12-inch wide cut on red oak. So that was a all solid wood, 3 knots, 14 inches, 14 inches, and then the thick part down here, 15 inches. So you see how well that dug through there. That engine just dug. That extra 7 horsepower is a big deal. Let's take a look at this. This grain's pretty. Got some rot spots here and there. It's really pretty. I'm going to come back and cut these into boards. A lot more taper from this end to that end on this rotation. So that's a nice 5/4 board right there. I'll have to trim the other edge off, but it's not gonna be the most stable board, but because it's oak, it'll do you a lot more stable than pine. And you can run it through the planer later on and really clean it up. I don't know if you can see it with the light. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'll cut it through I'll resaw it later. first time I noticed it pull down at all. So this is something I want to talk about between this sawmill, the way it was stock, and the way it is now. So this is 7-inch red oak, and I keep saying this is red oak because I want you guys to know this is probably the hardest thing we have to cut around here, maybe besides hickory. A lot of hickory is hard, but this is 7 inches, and it's going through this 7-inch board probably in a quarter of the time that it took before. I mean, I really never have to stop at all. And before I would have to stop and let the slow down, let the engine catch back up, and I'd move a few inches and slow down. It would literally take 15 or 20 seconds to cut this one board. And this thing is just way more faster.
That's like a slice of butter.
Yeah, it cuts, yeah, it's like a slice of butter. 5.5. Well, imagine that, about 5.5. So that is a good looking center. The pith's almost exactly center through the entire board. Come here and show them the pith real quick so they can see what we're talking about. So this is the pith I was talking about. I try to keep the pith in the center of the post on both ends. And you want the pith to be as center of a post as you can. That way, as it dries, that it has equal force pulling on all 4 sides. So if your pith's off one side or the other, it'll really want to warp. And you see these posts that turn into pretzels, and like this post right here, the pith, we worked hard to keep the pith in the center all the way down on both ends. This is probably a really stable post. Come on, get up here with me. Come on, right here. Look here, up here. There you go. Look at you go. You daggone sawmill dog now, ain't you showing? Huh? Knock my mic off. Listen, we're going to have to work on this. You think you somebody, don't you? Huh? Woo! A little bit clumsy here, big boy. All right, so we just finished up the last post for Hank. It's a 6x6, 5.5 inch by 5.5 inch nominal, and so we got 4 of those. He needed 4 oak 6x6s, 10 foot long. So we've got that for him, and we're gonna meet him in Birmingham. I think it's gonna be pretty soon, and we're gonna meet halfway, and he's gonna buy my lunch. I think I got the short end of this stick. What do you think? So, hey, if you don't know who I'm talking about, Hank Hamilton from Hamiltonville Farm. He is a good friend of mine, and he's like doing some projects. So when he next time you get a chance, go over to his channel and tell Hank that he should buy me at least 2 more lunches. I think at least 2. To go all the way to Birmingham to meet him. I mean, he is a pretty big deal and everything. So, listen, I appreciate you watching our channel. God bless. Have a great day. Think you somebody, don't you? That hurts, buddy. Don't step there. Step on tire. Look here. Step right here. Look here. Come here. Right there. Step right there. There you go. Dude, that's soft.